What's up everybody, welcome back to Sick Eric Tech, and today we're going to go on over how to make your Galaxy S24 last for days when it comes down to battery life. Yes, this will work on the regular S24 is what we got here, and also on the S24 Plus as well, and pretty much some of these settings will work on any other device as well too. So this will give you extreme battery life to make your device last for days when it comes down to the battery. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we do, go ahead and consider subscribing to Sick Eric Tech. I really appreciate you guys stopping by, and hit that notification bell, that way you don't miss out on future videos just like the one you're about to watch today. So I did make a little note on things to do. So the first thing is going to be Wi-Fi and Bluetooth scanning. So you're going to want to go into settings and then go into location, and then you're going to go into location services, and down here you're going to get Wi-Fi scanning and Bluetooth scanning. You're going to want to turn those off, and that will stop everything from pretty much scanning all the time when it comes down to your Wi-Fi and your Bluetooth, and save you some time. That way it's not just there searching for stuff. So the second thing is going to be turning off your always on display. So if you go into display and you go all the way down to AOD, you're going to want to turn this off and make sure that when your device is not being used, it is completely off and not draining any battery. So the next thing is going to be the RAM Plus feature on your device. So if you scroll into your settings, and if you go into device care, I believe, and you go into your memory, here you should find the RAM Plus feature. So here by default, I believe it was set at 8 gigabytes, and pretty much what this does is it takes memory from your storage. That way it'll convert it into RAM whenever it needs it. So you're going to want to make sure that you turn this off, and that way I'm not going to turn it off now because then I have to restart my device and screw up the whole video. But yeah, turn this off. It'll ask you to restart your device, and then that way you're not sipping any extra RAM. You're just going to be running the 8 gigabytes that your device uses already. So next thing you're going to want to do is go into your display settings and click on motion smoothness, which is pretty much your high refresh rate settings on here. So if you go into your settings, and if you go into display and go into motion smoothness, if you set this to standard, this will bring your refresh rate all the way down to 60 Hertz, in turn saving battery life, and this will give you a little bit more extra juice when you need it the most. And then now, since we're in displays, you're going to want to go back into your display settings and go down to screen resolution, which is going to be, so mainly on the Galaxy S24 Plus and the S24 Ultra, you have the option to turn down your screen resolution. This is the regular S24, so you don't have that option to turn it to 1080p because you already have it on 1080p. But on the other versions, you could turn it all the way down to full HD. Or just regular HD if you want to on the Galaxy S24 Plus and the S24 Ultra. You could turn those panels all the way down to 720 to save a little bit more battery life. So next, again with the display, is you're going to want to turn off your auto brightness, which is adaptive brightness, and you're going to want to turn your display all the way down, as far down as you can, and this will give you extra battery life to fully complete your day and maybe even 2 days worth of battery on your device, and get you through a long period of time when you're using your device. Is just to turn down your display and go from there, and that should give you a little bit more juice when you need it the most. So for the sake of this video, let's just turn it up just a little bit. So now you're going to want to go into vision enhancements, which is going to be an extra dim. So when you go into your settings, vision enhancements, and go into vision enhancements, and then here you're going to want to go down to, so when in vision enhancements, you're going to want to go down to extra dim, and what this does is this fully dims your display just a little bit more. That way it's not sucking up so much power, to give you a little bit more juice when you need it the most, and this will dim the display. You could also control the intensity of this as you want to. So this extra display, extra dimming for your display in vision enhancements. Next, we're going to want to go into Bluetooth and your NFC. So if you go into connections and your Bluetooth, you're going to want to turn off Bluetooth and your NFC for contactless payments, and this will also help with that battery drain, and that way you're not sucking up anything or using anything that you don't need to with that extra Bluetooth and your NFC contactless payments on there. So you're going to want to make sure you turn these off, and that will give you some extra juice when you need it the most. So now we're going to go into connections and we're going to turn off 5G. So when you go into connections and you're going to want to go into mobile networks, and here you have the option to allow 5G services. So you're going to want to turn that off, and you're going to want to go into and just make sure you allow 2G services with your networks, and you go into SIM. You could also have more SIM stuff in here too, but you're essentially going to want to turn off 5G and make sure that that is off, and make sure that you are running purely on 4G LTE. So one of the last ones is going to be your vibration. So if you go into your settings, and let's go ahead and click on vibration intensity or system vibrations right here. You're going to want to go into system vibration, and you're going to want to turn all of these off. And what this will do is this will create less battery drain without having to have those vibrations for your interactions when you're typing, when you're scrolling to things and going into menus and clicking things. You won't have that vibration on there sucking that battery, and this will give you a little bit more juice when you need it the most. So, and last but not least, is you're going to want to go into your device care performance, which is going to be, you have a toggle up here, and let's see. So you're going to go into settings, and you're going to go into device care, and you're going to click on performance profile, and you're going to want to set this to light, in other words. So once you set this to light, it's going to lower your CPU processing and process a little bit less on there. That way you're not draining battery, and this will give you a little bit more juice when you need it the most. So another thing you're going to want to do is just go ahead and go into power saving mode if you want to drain less battery and save all these settings that I just showed you, because this is April Fool's, and yeah, this is April Fool's Day. And just go into power savings and click this if you want to save extra battery. I don't know what to tell you guys, but thank you guys for watching this video, and yeah, April Fool's Day to you. Got you, hopefully I did, and I will see you next time. Peace.